Hey, I'm Ryan Daly, and welcome to the 2021 Canadian Country Music Association Awards recap show. Let's get right to the red carpet and hear from Robin Ottolini. Here with Robin Ottolini, who is up for the Rising Star Award tonight at the CCMAs. How did you feel about the nomination?
I could not believe it. I've gone to the CCMAs for forever now, and I don't know how I got here, but I'm really happy I'm here right now.
And you're also going to be performing tonight. Do you have any special people in the audience watching you perform tonight?
My parents are here, and my boyfriend is here, and then I got a lot of people I love watching from home.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, I got to ask you about your two singles that have hit country radio. Your first one, F-150, was about an ex. Your current one is about your current boyfriend. Have you heard from your ex and how he feels with hearing that song come on the radio?
I recently saw him at a wedding, a mutual friend's wedding, and he was very kind, and he said congratulations, and whether he means it or not, I don't know, but he was very graceful and lovely there.
That's amazing. And your current single, how does your boyfriend feel hearing that song on the radio? That's got to be a great feeling.
He loves it, and he's always like, babe, I'm in this city, like what radio station do I listen to hear the song? And so he always is listening for it, and it's very sweet.
Robin was awarded her first CCMA award for Rising Star and brought a special guest with her to the backstage post-media conference.
Everybody, Robin Adelini and friend. What's the dog's name? Alu.
Alu, we go on an adventure. Go say hi to everybody.
Well, first off,
She pees, I'm sorry.
congratulations on
Thank
Rising
you.
Star.
Thank you. I'm so nervous.
You said you were nervous. How did it feel? How was it?
It felt good. It was like, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I'm very happy, but I thank my parents, and that's what matters. My parents are great, and then I thanked those managers back there, so they're not going to drop me, and we're all good.
Seeing the impact that her music has on other people is still something Robin is getting used to.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever stop being a country fan. Even as I'm an artist, I was up there watching Tim Hicks play before me, and I was bopping along. I mean, it was great. It was very relaxing. I love country music and what it can do for people, and it's insane. And I still haven't wrapped my brain around the fact that I do that for other people and give people a song and give people a moment of their lives to relax in. But I'm really happy that I can, because when other people do it for me, it's very exciting.
Robin is also going to be opening for Shania Twain at Boots and Hearts this year, someone she idolized growing up.
I am so excited. My dad raised me on country music, and especially female country music. Steve loved it. Faith Hill, Martina McBride, Shania Twain. He would buy all the albums for me, and that's what you listened to back then. We had albums on CDs and cassettes. So, opening up for Shania, it hasn't hit me yet. I'm it has to be happening for me to feel anything. Like tonight, I was like, I'm not playing on the CCMA Awards until I'm actually there. And then I just did it. So I know it's real now. So I think when I see Shania in person, I'll probably react in a very strange way. We'll figure it out. I guess we'll get there when we get there, right? But it's crazy. Up, up, up. I always joke, down, 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 can only go down from here. Because she's the queen. She's amazing.
Tenille Townes also had a big night at the CCMA Awards. Let's check in with her on the red carpet. Now, last year you took home the award for Female Artist of the Year, correct? Right? When you win an award like that, you know you have all these wonderful women looking up to you, young girls looking up to you in the Canadian country music scene and aspiring artists. How does it feel to kind of be a role model for those artists? I know that's a big question on a red carpet.
It is. It's truly such an honor, because I would not be standing here and would not be getting to do the thing that I love to do if it wasn't for my heroes that I grew up looking up to, singing along to every Shania Twain song and Carolyn Dawn Johnson song and dreaming of what it could feel like to be up here. And that's what means the most to me about being here tonight and celebrating this. Is like, wow, what an incredible honor it is to keep being a part of that circle and hopefully pay that fire forward to any little dreamers out there who want to do this too. I can't wait to see them up here someday.
Amazing. I got one more question for you. Yesterday, I was at your acoustic show, and they described you as one of the kindest people in country music. And I was like, I've never personally met you, but I could see that. I could totally see that. What does it mean to you, and what is the importance of being kind in an industry like this?
Wow, what an amazing question. Thank you for saying that, first of all. And I'm just so glad to get to do music, and I think it's so important to just take care of each other with anything that you do. It's like, that's the most important thing about being human, I think, is seeing each other and making sure we're all good and listening to each other's stories. So
Tennille picked up her third consecutive Female Artist of the Year award and spoke to us about what it means to win that award.
It's crazy. It really feels so surreal. And I just truly feel so honored to be a part of the Canadian country music community. And I was standing by Patricia Conroy in the pit watching, and I'm just like thinking of all of these heroes, these legendary female artists that I grew up listening to and being inspired by, and watching them in the show as a little kid and just being like, man, what a dream it would be to follow in those footsteps someday. And it is so surreal to me to get to be a part of continuing that circle around. And yeah, I don't even know if it's quite sunk in yet. 3 times is crazy. That's insane. I'm so grateful.
Storytelling was a very common theme on her album, The Lemonade Stand, which won Album of the Year at the CCMA Awards. She talks to us about where she finds the inspiration for those songs.
I feel inspired by like what I'm seeing. I think the Lemonade Stand to me is like a little window into the way that I was looking through the world at that time in my life. And you know, there's songs on the album. There's one that was inspired by my great-grandmother and thinking of her. And there was a song called Jersey on the Wall, inspired by a real group of people that I met in a small town who had just been through a really hard car accident. And there's a song with somebody's daughter that was inspired by a girl I saw on the side of the interstate. And it's just kind of like things I'm seeing. Music is my way of processing how I feel about something or finding an understanding in it. And being able to write about it is a really kind of healing and helpful thing for me. And, you know, I think being home this past little while writing new music is coming out a little more personal because there's been more ways of writing, not necessarily just from the storyteller perspective, but I get inspiration from anywhere and a lot from the people that I get to meet and the things that I get to witness.
Dallas Smith took to the stage and premiered a brand new song, Hide from a Broken Heart, at the award show, which was a very rare move for the awards.
Yeah, I'm really digging the song, and it's not very often award shows let you debut the songs. Normally they want you to play the song that got you there, but we did some sweet talking, and we're going to debut it tonight.
That's amazing. Well, I can't wait to see it. Next year, you have a tour coming up with James Barker Band. That's going to be fantastic. I was lucky enough to catch you guys Saturday night. Your part of the show was interesting. Yeah. I loved it, but no Dallas Smith songs. What was with that?
I didn't really give you they gave me the option to do it, but I figured I'm just going to do 3 cover songs. I think a lot of those people in London in that building might have seen me before, and you know, it's one of those things. It's a one-off. Gives people something they've never seen before, you know. So we just figured just throw 3 cover songs on, huge influential songs on what I do, and I hope everybody had fun.
Dallas Smith was the big winner at the award show, taking home Single of the Year, Male Artist of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year. He talked to us about why it's important for him to remember his main job is to entertain people.
The thing is like I was in a rock band before, and I recognize that it's about the whole thing. The whole thing on stage is what the show is. It ain't about me. It's about what I can do, but then what I can support myself around and support myself with all the talent that we have here in Canada. Incredible musicians, and a lot of them are like great friends, almost brothers. So being like with the people that are a good hang is very, very important. And being able to keep that core band together, the core crew, you start inserting other people and people leaving and going. It really messes with the flow of what you're trying to do. So I've always had the mindset of you treat everybody around you the best you can because they're a valuable part of your team. And so, yeah, you pay them well and you make them feel like they deserve to be there. And I'm lucky to have them on stage with me, right? And they give everything they possibly can for the fans. And that's just really what that is we just, we're all great friends and we're just having an absolute blast up there. It's by design. I don't want to be on stage with people that I'm not happy to be around 24 hours a day, you know?
The Reclaws were also up for Group of the Year, and we caught up with them on the red carpet prior to the show. Do you ever get sick of your own songs on the radio?
I don't think that'll ever get old.
No, that's never going to get old.
I think recording, yes, but on the radio, no. Got to crank it every time.
It is embarrassing, though, when you're, like, at a party and someone plays it, and everyone's like, you like that?
Are you guys going to do the dance, or are you going to sing along?
There's no real good thing to do when your own song's playing at a party. You're like...
I love it. And tonight you're going to be playing What the Truck with Sasha. How are you feeling about that? Was there a lot of work going into the performance, or are you guys just friends and you go out and have some fun?
Honestly, we're having fun. It's a lot of fun out there, and
it's a party tune anyways, right?
Yes. The CCMAs were like, we would love something very energetic of you guys, so people can expect that.
They came away with the Group of the Year award after being nominated several times before.
We've never won this before. We've been nominated a lot, and that's huge on its own because you never know if that's ever going to happen. So to be recognized is huge, and to win it is just everything. It makes you want to cry. But it's so cool to be nominated beside all these people, for real. It's huge.
So proud. Like, we've just been through so much together
Yeah.
and tried to make this work so many times, signed so many deals, and we've been through the thick of it together,
Yeah.
for real. And we've risen to the top, I feel, in that sense, at least just like getting through the craziness of the industry.
And like literally like a piece of home everywhere you go. Sometimes it's not all awards and dressing up and happy times, but I mean,
And when you're still with your sibling another day.
it's true. There's a lot of that, but it's really great. It's awesome. I think we'll look back at this when we're older and be like, "Whoa, that was crazy cool." So yeah.
Being in a band together doesn't really stop the pair from getting into the normal sibling rivalries.
Oh, definitely. We had a little bit of a toss a little backstage.
It almost happened tonight.
Almost just
so.
then. Like, you're the group or duo.
He's like, we're gonna do a speech.
We definitely still fight. I think a healthy amount of siblings have to fight, and we'll just separate. That's our best way of doing it.
Yeah, you just go your own way for a little bit.
We'll see each other like a week later and be like, hey, we're still friends, right?
Yeah.
Let's go play a show.
I mean, this is a lot of time for a brother and sister to hang out, you know? But
We're also adults now. When we were kids, we definitely fought.
yeah,
We were
it was like a competitive
teens.
thing.
When the Red Claws were like 17, 19, it was a big competition.
The duo also touched on some of the limitations they have when writing a song with a sibling.
It also makes the songwriting process kind of difficult because we can't be like, and I love you and you love me. We could if we were singing it at the audience, but we can't sing it to each other.
So we most great beer songs.
So,
I would say Donnie and Marie did it.
That's right, yeah.
but,
Our parents won't seem to let that go.
yes.
It's happened, we're not doing that again.
But we've seemed to figure it out.
The award show was co-hosted by both Lindsay L. and Priyanka, who stole the show. We chatted with them on the red carpet before the show and found out that Priyanka used to be a Rogers TV host back in the day.
I'm so excited to be co-hosting the show with Priyanka. I'm so proud to be able to be a part of this moment. We're making history. This is the first drag queen ever to co-host an award show, and I am so proud to stand up there in solidarity with Priyanka tonight and show that it doesn't matter who we love, what we wear, what our skin color is. We can stand up there and support each other and all be a part of our country music family.
That is amazing. Now, you are up for a bunch of awards tonight. You're co-hosting, you're performing. Have you slept?
I will sleep tomorrow. I mean, maybe late tonight I will sleep actually, but sleeping is for later, and I've just had such an incredible month. We've been up here. It's been so nice to have my homecoming to Canada. I haven't been back for 2 years.
Oh my gosh, 2 years.
Yeah, because of COVID, and now I'm finally home. We're shooting Canada's Got Talent. I was on my first headlining Canadian tour, and then we wrapped up this headlining tour with the CCMAs. It's been the cherry on top, so I'm just so excited for the show tonight. Pri and I have been working on a bunch of cool moments. The show is going to be fantastic.
Oh, we can't wait to see it. Now, I know you are very much about empowerment and females and diversity in country music, and I just wonder if there's anybody watching there tonight who maybe feels like country music is an old boys club, what your words to them would be.
I will say that country music is changing by the day. We're just such a genre that is growing and getting more prolific and getting more broad on what we welcome into the genre, even sonically, lyrically, and just who we are representing. And I think that tonight on stage at the CCMAs, you're definitely going to see a huge step in to where we're growing and where we all need to learn and grow from. And so it's going to be a really special evening.
I'm so excited. I also just want you to know that I got my start in TV hosting at Rogers TV, Durham.
No way. That's amazing. We get that? That's amazing. So this is like a full circle moment for you now.
Oh, this is so cool for me because I used to just go to that TV station and work, and then now I have this big TV career, and then I became a drag queen, and then I won Drag Race, and now I'm hosting the CCMA, so this is full circle. Wow.
Amazing. What was the show you were hosting for Rogers TV back in the day?
I did High School Rush, Durham Dining, First Local, and some psychic show they had.
Oh, what did the psychic tell you?
That I'm going to be an icon. And look what happened. What?
So when it comes to country music, how did you get into country music? I'm assuming you're a huge fan of country music.
I love music in general. My dad is a DJ, and so are all my brothers. So music, any genre, was always being played in our household. And country music is just so beautiful. Like I always love live band arrangements and the way that it sounds and the stories that it tells. So this is not a big deal for anybody. And also, being a gay person at the gay bar at like 2 a.m., when you're a couple shots of tequila deep, they're playing Carrie Underwood.
And you're going wild.
Oh, I'm going wild.
The party for those two didn't stop when the show did. They brought all their energy backstage to the media room as well.
Thank you all so much for being here. I mean, it's incredible that we've had the past year and a half and 2 years and we've gotten through this, and now we are together in one room to celebrate live music. It feels amazing.
It feels cool too because I feel like during the pandemic, everyone like educated themselves about like racism and transphobia and homophobia. So for the CCMAs to have me come and co-host this with you, it just shows the unity that everyone educated themselves about while we were staying at home eating flaming hot Doritos.
I'm
watching lots of Amazon Prime.
Lots of Amazon Prime. I'm so proud of the CCMA for taking like a huge progressive step in a direction that I think we all needed to, specifically in country music, to show that it doesn't matter skin color, it doesn't matter what we wear, it doesn't matter who we love, but we are all here to support each other.
Yeah, round of applause.
Let's go! We've been keeping a close eye on social media already, and there has been nothing but fantastic things already said about you two guys tonight. So
thank you.
Are you one of the people that scroll through your comments and sometimes only look at the bad ones?
All the time. Are we human? Are we human? That's what we always do.
Yeah, I get like 3,000 people be like, I love you. The one person that's like, what was Priyanka's dress?
I know.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm ugly.
What was that piece of hair in Lindsay's face? I was like, oh no. But
so we were well received.
Well received.
Well, that makes me so happy because I've had the time of my life tonight, Pri. I love you so much, and I hope we get to do this again. I'm just putting it out there.
Like,
Universe.
Are we going to Calgary next year?
I mean, I'm from Calgary, so
hometown show.
I could
and is this
try
the 40th anniversary of the CCMAs?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal next year.
I wonder who's going to host it. Not us.
I mean,
I guess.
I'd love to put in a few names.
Yeah, can we submit a headshot and a resume?
Yeah.
To the.
We're ready. Pri and I will do an audition tape.
I love it. So
hello. Yeah.
I was worried because I like the reason why I love country music so much is because like you can just watch an artist emote on stage about what they're singing about. And it's a band and they're jamming, but like the kind of artist that I am, as you just saw, she likes the bells and whistles. So I was actually pretty shocked that everybody was like, oh, we love that in this community too. Because I was like, if I'm not singing just like with a band, is that bad? But everyone loved me. And also, as I was walking here, this fan gave me a rose and was like, thank you for doing this. I was like, what the hell?
That's amazing.
I'm sobbing.
Pri, I felt the
cry so
energy
much.
in this place just like escalate the minute you got on stage and your dancers and that horse. I need to figure
love
out
that
how
horse.
to get that flipping horse. It was just everything was on fire when you left that stage. It was awesome.
Yeah. Favorite moment? Well, I watched her perform. I love watching you perform. I'm not just like blowing smoke up your butt, but I love watching her perform. And I was like trying to get a drink, and they're like, "You're still on camera." I was like, "Oh." So I just so I watched. I loved our opening duet together because I felt like we felt so powerful and so proud of all the hard work that we've done. And I don't know if you know this, but I've been performing with Lindsay on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, she came out to my headlining tour and came out and sang Country Queen.
Yeah.
Like totally owned the stage.
So
my
nervous.
audience loved her. So it was like a celebration before our CCMA celebration. My favorite moment, hands down, was the top of the show. The let's go girls. And I was just standing like a proud mom in front of the stage being like, Pri, yeah! And it just was like such an emotional moment of like, wow, we are making history tonight. Like, a drag queen, an incredibly gorgeous, stunning drag queen, is my co-host, and she is like opening the top of the show. It was just like I was emotional.
Yeah,
it was.
My
it was
mom
beautiful.
was in the audience. She texted me, like, "I'm just so proud of you."
Yes.
And I have to get up for my mom too, because like for any parent of a gay person, like you come out to them twice, like especially as a drag queen, like, hey mom, I'm gay. Maybe sometimes I like girls, but because you're trying to like just mask it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you have to have the other conversation, like, so I'm gonna do drag as a career, and I was hosting kids TV at the time. So she was like, whatever makes you happy. And she tells this story all the time. She's like, the first time I saw you in drag, I was hoping that it was a face. Because I looked so, like, it wasn't like that. It was not like this.
But the important thing is she was in the audience.
She was in the audience.
She's so proud of
and
you.
she didn't tell me until I won Canada's Drag Race. Because she was like, okay, it makes sense now.
You'd be surprised. I love a good challenge. I love a good challenge. It's actually my dream to do like the pink hanging in sheets with a guitar solo upside down one day. So
Be careful, because you know me, I'll make it happen.
Okay, let's see.
Let's do your butt.
Next year, Calgary.
Yes.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
That's so iconic. Could you imagine just like...
I know.
You know I'll make it
Wouldn't that
happen.
be amazing?
Listen, I'll make it happen.
Maybe I'll like land in a carousel.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
oh my gosh, bring it. Yes.
You know, I'm obsessed.
Guys.
And then you like dip in like glitter and you come up and your body's covered, you're naked, like,
See, this
hello.
is the drag queen
Do you
element
know what
I
I
need
mean?
to add to my life. Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
not too excited, sorry.
Now that's a wrap on the awards show, but we were able to chat with a lot of amazing Canadian artists on the red carpet before the awards. So here's some of the highlights of the chats we had. Now, I know you personally are a big fan of songwriting in particular, and there's so much talent in Canada. So of all the singles that are up for awards this year and have been talked about, is there any songs in particular from Canadian artists that you're like, I wish I wrote that song, or that's amazing?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, to be honest. I mean, Tennille Towns comes to mind with Somebody's Daughter. I thought was an amazing song that she wrote. I wish I would have wrote that. There's a few that I heard. We did these writers' nights yesterday. Tennille Arts has got this one-bedroom apartment song, Growing Old Young. Basically, if your name's Tennille, you're pretty good. We changed our name to Tennille Valley, so that's been working out pretty good.
Can you tell us about how the What the Truck collaboration came to be?
Oh gosh, it was a TikTok song that went viral. They put out a sample of the song and it went viral, and they reached out to the audience and said, hey, finish this song with us, and can you write your part and see, they're gonna make a selection. So I just said, what the hey, what the truck, and I just threw up a little video on TikTok, and before you know it, I'm getting a DM from Jenna saying, hey, we really loved what you did and we want you to be a part of this song. And I was like, is this a joke? But it wasn't.
I had no idea that's how the collaboration actually came to be. I remember it going viral on TikTok, but I thought it was some like music industry, trade emails. Let's get this person on the song. It was just you being a fan of the Rec Laws.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been a fan of the Rec Laws for a long time. I would never have thought it would have landed me here just when I went to do that video that night.
So earlier today, I knocked one of your shirts on the table, and I'm so sorry about that.
Saw that. I couldn't even forget about it. I was like, man, that's what you think of me, bro. I think I picked it up, and no, we're over that.
I took it home. I washed it. It's good now, and I'm gonna wear it proudly. Okay.
As long as you didn't mean to pick it up and throw it on the ground, that's what it looked like at the beginning. But I think we're cool now, and I can sign it for you. Or I'm honestly, as long as I have one for mom, my mom has.
That's what you were saying.
That's as long as I get one for my mom, I'll be okay.
So does your mom collect everything, Stephen Lee Olsen?
Yes, she does. So does my dad. They're incredible. They've been there for me from day one, and this is all really cool for them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So when you go home, is there a whole Stephen Lee Olsen shrine room for you?
Man, Christmas gifts are so easy. I'm like, here's some more merch, Mom and Dad.
From the tour, Now, I wanted to talk to you about your song, This Is My Prairie. I know it's very important to you and what's going on in Alberta. Do you want to tell our listeners there what's happening?
Sure. Long story short, the Alberta government decided to rescind a coal policy that's kept coal mining out of the Rockies for 45 years without telling anybody. And me and a bunch of people have brought it to people's attention, and it turns out that 80 or 85% of Albertans are against it because it's going to mess up the water and rip the tops off the Rockies, and no one wants it. And it's all for the benefit of some foreign coal companies, so we're trying to stop them. And the song was sort of an effort to bring attention to it. And I had a bunch of friends from the country music community sing on it with me. Terry Clark sang on it, Paul Brandt, Bert Kissel. So yeah, we're doing our best to keep the Rockies unexploded, I guess.
When is country radio getting My Dogs Are Living My Best Life?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. You know, we played that. I played that song yesterday. It was a last-minute decision. I may regret it, but you know what? My dogs are a big part of my life, and I love that. You know, I wrote a song about it, and I love that it connected with a bunch of people. It's pretty awesome.
Everybody who has a dog knows that feeling. I love it.
Yeah, everybody who has a dog will love that song. Absolutely.
Yeah. So how does it feel to be here at the CCMAs once again after a break that took too long?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost overwhelming. Like you know, you go from a year and a half of, you know, nothing and waiting and hoping and praying and to all of a sudden it's like we're back at it. We're all saying hello. It's been super overwhelming, but a good overwhelming. You know, it's great to be around everybody and good to see everybody, and that's kind of what the CCMAs are all about.
Now tonight you're going to be performing with Mackenzie Porter, your new collaboration, Thinking About You. How did that collaboration come about with Mackenzie?
Well, my team submitted to Nashville. We were trying to figure out who can we do this duet with in this window of time, because my single was going to be coming up to top it out on the chart. We need to release it, and so we submitted to Nashville. Hey, if you want to sing on Think About You, can release a song with me during this window of time, submit to this email. And I had my team remove all the names of who was singing and just number the versions. And I kept coming back to this one version over and over again. Find out it's Mackenzie Porter's version.
That's amazing. So you weren't going by the name at all. You were going purely on the voice and what she did with the song.
Yeah, I specifically wanted the names to be removed because I just wanted who did the song best. And we'll figure out the rest from there. And Mackenzie knocked it out of the park.
Now, we were actually just chatting with Dustin about how the new single, Think About You, came about. And he told us that he didn't even realize it was you singing it. It was just the version of the song he kept coming back to. How does that feel, that it was based purely on your voice and what you did with the song?
Actually, that's like my favorite part of it because there's so many other factors, you know, in this industry why people make decisions, and it always should be about like the voice. And I'm just really grateful that he, you know, decided to judge it that way, I guess.
Well, I have to congratulate you on Stronger Beer going double platinum. How do you feel about that?
I'm flabbergasted by that whole thing. Like, you know, the quick story is it was never meant to be anything other than a joke for my manager. And it, you know, here we are. It's the one that everyone waits for, lives in the encore and double platinum, was never released as a single. How is that? How is that? People love it, and you know, I'm just pleased that you know, it just goes to show you never know what's going to connect with people, you know? So.
Now, this is by far not your first CCMA Awards. How does it feel coming back after all these years and being that guy who's been around and you see the new people coming in?
Yeah, well, I will tell you this. 10 years into your career, you start to feel a little bit like, you know what, maybe the shine's off, and that's okay because, you know, you got great talent coming up through. But when I got the call that I'd be performing on the show, I nearly fell over. I thought, this is, wow, fantastic, you know? This is always a great experience to play on that big stage, you know? And it's fun.
Now, thank you for watching our recap of the 2021 Canadian Country Music Association Awards. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Love you, Rogers TV. Mwah.